like home.
Yeah. I'm taking a break.
Might as well just go.
Folks like to get away. Holiday from the neighborhood.
Been to the east side,
I'm
west
flight
side.
to Miami Beach or
I even been down
Hollywood.
south. Ain't nothing like home.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm taking a break.
Might as well just go ahead
On the
and
Hudson River line.
fuck it. Set this shit off.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
It takes a minute, only seconds to come with a fiery line. I treat these rappers like hood credit cards, they decline. When you ever heard punchlines on time like mine? Only draws in my battles be my Calvin Kleins. Catch me at Club Epiphany, sliding with a chick named Tiffany. Hit the telly with an ounce of weed, box of Dutchess and Hennessy. What you really telling me? Next thing you know, I'm getting blown in the hole, screaming out yes like flowetry. This rapping is like poetry. You notice the fact that I sell crack and punch the clock, so what you think of that? Slide off to the next town, Chi-Town to be exact. From the home where we get stoned, look right on your map. Niggas get stumped out, Timberland patterns on their face. No burners, no blades, niggas just sticky with the mace. What a disgrace to the president. Bone I say is irrelevant. I waste my time hitting these dimes that claim they celibate. Damn, man, what you been watching?
Hey,
yo, I hail from the town where we get lazy snow. Hey, yo, but little did y'all know we knew the heart in that snow. I put the light into my mouth and then I sparked the drone. I feel the city in the cubes, but my heart's in the low. Fuck the bills, fuck the weather, I know we iced out. Dice out, we born gamblers, y'all niggas scrap out. Tap out, moves out, my team's out, so niggas get to running. Drugs pass, no mask, and you pass a whole lot of running.
It's hard to explain, we put gas to the flame. I put a knife in your back for every homie you name. When you found in that forest, that nigga Helios Corpus. Being why somebody had to endorse it. From Moselle to DL, SD to CP. Downtown is where I see my family. Every day waking up to smoke clouds, riding black Maseratis with my man Roy Haji. Hennessy in my cup with the cops right behind me. Same shit, different toilet till you go and spoil it. Games to be sold, now I told your lips run like faucets. IBDA fuck around with them drunken bosses. I got the fixed guarantee we gon' take no losses.
Is you niggas really ready? Pack a trade in the Eddie and the monster Mario Andretti, fast and steady coasting, sweating out this Hennessy. If I die now, will anybody remember me? For my seed I ain't even seen yet. Moms and pops, shit did good, but I was too wild, loving the fast life. A fast cars, even faster broads. For sure, it was like a Mark Richard that we was after y'all. Driver and the passenger, left side of your car, unload the cannon, poker face and handing on the first flight to the Grand Canyon, Mark Buchanan, sweat, Bacardi specs, sipping the Becks. When I touch down, first thing I got to do was buy twin text. I should stop and text and holler at my cousin Les. He say he got the hookup waiting for me, plus a purple Lex. You niggas is sex, and with no doubt I wear a hard hat. Get body right there, where your squad at?
I think that if you truly want to stop the violence, you look at someone who's violent, you pick up a baseball bat, and you beat it. Now, obviously, then the violence can stop.
Flame this nigga on my lunch break like type shit. Let's go. Yo. I heard Paige stepped in the ring. I was expecting a white woman. Now I'm shitting severed relationship and I like dumping. Trying to light a matchstick, slapstick comedian. This dude food and sugar is the active ingredient. Crashing out for the clout. You barely crossing the median. Motors the seediest. Who remembers the movie see me in? Oh wait. I think it was the Meg. After all your horrendous acting, you started rapping instead. Now it's off with your head. That's a transformation. Rhymes ass, you actually in a transformation. The lamest. Saw you dancing on a TikTok clip. Swole boy, bok choy, pinning disses with your limp ass wrist. You acting out until I flip that script. Need medication for thinking you spit it sick ass this. Big boy bitch, doppelganger, face on love. Got your papa wishing he wore that glove. Sorta like OJ. Now I'm breaking this bitch like a pimp or a home invasion. Having my way, your little wave, I can wait it. Heavy weighted, L-Biz tipping scales on the way. And watch this Buffalo nigga make him say he one of the greatest, no debating. Probably the most known unknown. Use a malfunction in Michael Clark Duncan clone. Slam dunk on Holmes, I'm Himothy on the putback jam. You sacrificial on the menu, chef and cook that lamb. Shaming cold cause his soul won't let him compete. I'm Clubber Lang and Rocky 3, let's take the drama to the streets. 25 letters, bet I got him losing sleep. Watch your mouth, same shit they should be saying to me for them tweets. Chickens get their wings clipped, that ain't the butcher coming. Plotting schemes, killer angles, killer angel when I'm drumming. Work, see how I get it the Conway. Sipping straight when I'm sipping the Bombay. You hear the cheers, toast to the opposition, raise it up. Air it at you, tiramisu, how I'm flaming them up. And dig a plot big enough for you to get in. It's different, leave lyrics to lyricists. Stay out of grown man business. About vicious as little vicious, put your paws up. Bars BBL, boy, you skipping leg day. That mean you.
What's good with everybody? Y'all know what it is. It's Transparent Thursdays with John Blazing. We in the building. It's about 8 o'clock. I want to get in. Pause. My bad. Y'all know what it is. Positive energy always creates elevation, ladies and gentlemen. Positive energy always creates elevation. So if you're looking to elevate in your life, you must know and understand it all starts with positive energy. It all starts with positive energy. Real talk. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the homie L Biz. I stay busy, you should too. Shouts out to L Biz. I stay busy, you should too. Shouts out to IBDA. Shouts out to the IBDA. If y'all don't know who the IBDA is, man. Shouts out to the IBDA and them boys and everything they got going on. Shouts out to the homie Tamron Ditto. August 28th. We're going to get more into that a little later. Yeah, August 28th is going down. Tamron Ditto and Bless 3K going to have something going on. It's definitely going to be a movie at the Art House. Y'all definitely going to want to tap in. It's definitely going to be something going down. So you're definitely going to get your tickets for that as well. Y'all know if y'all living, start giving. Give so much life and love to yourself to the point where you can give life and love to others, man. Give life and love to yourself to the point where you can give life and love to others respectfully. If you're in the present, treat it as a present and let individuals know that you're a gift and you are very gifted. We are very gifted individuals out here, and we need to let our light shine as much as possible in regards to life and everything we got going on. So with that being said, man, we got this Transparent Thursdays going on, man. Can the hood be home one day? Can the hood be home one day, ladies and gentlemen? And a good home-cooked meal can do wonders. Let's talk about it. Microwave versus the stove top, ladies and gentlemen. Microwave meals versus the stove top meals. McDonald's meals versus the Mama's Burger. This is what we're going to be discussing this evening. This is what we're going to be talking about. Real quick, matter of fact, while I'm at it, matter of fact, I'm going to hook y'all up real quick. Hold on, wait a minute. If y'all would like to join the discussion, I'm about to put the link in the chat for individuals. I'm definitely about to put the link in the chat. So if you would like to join the discussion in regards to microwave meals versus stovetop home cooked meals, we can talk about it real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me get it together real quick. Get this up in the chat real quick. All right, yeah, we good, y'all. Boom, I got the link up in the chat right now. If you want to join the discussion in regards to a home-cooked meal versus a stovetop meal, the link is in the chat. You hit the StreamYard link, follow the prompts, and you can join the discussion in regards to a microwave meal versus a stovetop meal. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at this point in this day and age, ladies and gentlemen, I really think we need to start, getting some more home cooked meals. We really need to start sitting down with these children and, start discussing some issues, discussing some things that really need to be discussed in our households right now. We got way too many microwave meals coming out, ladies and gentlemen. We got way too many microwave meals popping out. Feel me? It's just too many microwave meals going on right now. We got too many microwave meals going down, man. And we really got to change this, man, because our kids not being fed properly. So when the kids are not being fed properly, they're not going to act properly. They're not going to do their due diligence in regards to life. They're not going to do what they need to do. So I got to get my war gear on. We at war, y'all. It's a war going on outside. No man is safe from none of this nonsense, none of this BS that's currently going on out here on these streets, ladies and gentlemen. It's a war going on outside. Nobody's safe. We need to be able to sit down and have, you know what I'm saying, a home cooked meal. You know, what do I mean? Like, when was the last time some of these kids had a home cooked meal? Have some of these kids even had a home cooked meal? Do any of these kids actually know what a home cooked meal can do for them? And when I mean home cooked meal, I'm not just saying, you know what I'm saying? It's more that go into a home cooked meal than just food. You feel me? It's more that go into the whole situation in regards to just food, what you really feeding them. You know what I mean? Like, you feed people in various different ways, not by just giving them food. You know? And when I say that by saying, you know, sometimes you got to go home and get that home cooked meal, is because if you ever look at some of the movies or whatever the case may be, when the person is, you know, they scrambled, they don't really know what's going on. Life is, you know what I'm saying, just hitting them in all different type of angles. They just being attacked each and every way. They just want to give up. And what the first thing they do is they go home, you know? First place they go to is their home. Like, yeah, let me go home and, you know, just, you know what I mean, drop everything, put everything to the side, be able to, you know, just basically get rid of everything and just, you know, clear my mind. Get a home cooked meal, in other words. You know what I'm saying? Get rejuvenated, re-energized, you know what I'm saying? Get a new purpose, get a new thing going on in regards to life. So, you know, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Where are we going to go to get that center? Where are we going to go to be able to center ourselves? We need to find places where we can center ourselves and get back on track in regards to when we quote unquote miss the mark or something of that nature. When we not hitting our, you know what I mean, we're not hitting our goals, or we not accomplishing the things, or we not being as transparent as we need to in regards to our lives, in regards to our culture, we need to have a place where we can call home. A place where we can feel safe, a place where we can go and we can know and understand that we're gonna be treated and gonna be and gonna be understood. And it's gonna be treated as such. We gotta start creating these homes for ourselves. We can't allow other individuals, or can't be waiting on other individuals to try to prevent these homes for us. Or build these homes, or build it when I, you know what I mean? And when I say homes, I mean as far as like building our protection. We don't need for other people, or we don't need to be looking for outside sources to be protecting us as individuals. You know, that should be like the last resort that we have to resort to, if we have to resort to them individuals in regards to our protection. In regards to the judicial system, any of those things, we pretty much should be able to sustain and maintain our own particular judicial system. You know, so, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about the progression of oneself. And we gotta want to progress ourselves as a culture, man. Because right now, only thing it seems like we just want to march and complain. Why they just continue to do whatever it is they do? Like, we just want to sit on the sideline and just march and complain at this point. At this point, it's evident that this marching and this complaining ain't getting us nowhere. These protests, these peaceful protests, these voting campaigns, these promo pushes, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is that you want to call it, in regards to us, quote unquote, trying to, you know, obtain our equality, or for us to get where we want to get in regards to us having equality amongst people that's basically just never going to consider us as their equal. I mean, this is coming to a point where it's starting to reach a certain sense of insanity at this point. I mean, in my eyes, because look, I mean, because the young 18-year-old girl I just say today, police just grabbed her, threw her to the ground, and punched her in the face. Come on, I mean, seriously. I mean, then they wonder why we fear for our lives in regard. Why should we have to fear for our lives from the individuals that's supposed to be serving and protecting us? That doesn't seem, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of leaning towards Pookie and them. I know Pookie and them ain't just gonna spaz out. I know Pookie and them might get me unalived by the ops at this point. But I rather look at Pookie and them to protect me rather than the police. Because the police is going to just basically treat me unjustly for whatever reason. I don't even know why that particular male officer was even handling a female. I don't know how each state go, but I thought it was a certain law to where as if when a female was involved, you know what I'm saying? Not unless it was like a super duper threat. You know what I'm saying? The male officer couldn't, you know what I mean? He had to wait for a female officer to come up on the scene to subdue a female. Search, I mean, that's what I'm saying. So if you can't search her, what's the point of you even bothering them? Okay, but what was the point? What was his whole purpose in detaining that young? Well, I'm not even gonna get into that because that's neither here nor there. I'm not even, you know, because that's just nasty work. That's just another example of how, you know what I'm saying, things they just handle us to how they want to handle us. And then, you know, the officer didn't even get, this is another thing, the officer didn't even get no reprimation or nothing. He's still working. Like, how could you mishandle a fee? First of all, you mishandle a fee. He punched the girl in the face. The girl wasn't even, I mean, like, for a traffic infraction. She was riding down the street with her hazards and she was just trying to get home. This is what I'm saying. She's just trying to get home. She's trying to get home safely, and she's being harassed by the police. How is it that you trying to get home safely because your window broke and that you harassed by the same people that's supposed to be able to protect you? So again, I say that to say this: we got to start making our hood our home, man, and we got to stop sugar the iced tea and where we live at, man. You can't. You know what I mean? You can't shit where you stay, man. Respectfully, man, we gotta stop shitting where we stay, man, and expecting somebody else to come clean it up. It just don't work that way. That's not the way the world works. That's not the way it's supposed to go. We got to start having these home cooked meals, man. We got to start looking to our neighbor and looking at our neighbor as our equal and be able to, you know, talk and discuss and have issues and raise these children together as a unit. We can't just continuously think we're going to be able to do all this by ourselves and just have our own particular mantra and our own way of life. It's not going to work like that. It's called divide and conquer for a reason. It's a reason why they can still run around here, and then why they still running around here doing everything that they want to do, because it's always we still divided amongst ourselves in regards to issues, in regards to ourselves. We still going back and forth like, oh man, forget that. Oh man, man, that's just the way it is. No. At some point, we all got to stand for something, or we're going to continue to fall for this nonsense every single time down. Every single time down. These people are going to continue to do what they want to do and continue to live the way they want to live until we stand up and have a backbone for ourselves. It's just the way it is. And we got to start having these home-cooked meals, man. We got to start microwaving things. You got to start looking for instantaneous, you know what I'm saying, gratification, and thinking that money and payoffs and settlements and stuff like that is gratification or justice in regards to a situation. No. There's no way you can be able to pay me and think that it's worth the life that was taken. We got to start putting a price, putting a dollar sign on our lives and putting a dollar sign on our worth. We can't be sitting out here thinking that we just gonna be a dollar sign. Like, yo, we just work. I mean, oh, give me 6 million. Okay, cool. We kill. We could unalive a certain amount of people, and then okay, cool. Give them a couple of dollars. They ain't gonna worry about it. Oh, they're gonna march for a minute. Blah blah blah. Make a little something. Make a little money off from nonprofit organizations, and then they're gonna disappear until the next tragic thing happen. Instead of being prevented for these tragic things to even happen. Nobody's continuously advocating for these things outside of when something, not unless there's a big case going on. Nobody would have ever even been paying attention to Nolan Wells or anybody else that was going on down there in regards to these lynchings and so forth if individuals didn't have the money to bring it to the forefront. It's so many cases. It's a case down in Detroit where they just had a whole bunch of bodies in the morgue or whatever the case may be, stacked up, piled up, to the point where it was just basically becoming a hazardous and a hindrance to the community. And this wasn't the first. It was like his second crematory he didn't have that was under all types of violations and so on and so forth. There's a lot of things that's going on in today's society that individuals is not focused on because they too busy trying to follow a trend on TikTok. Or they too busy trying to go viral, or they too busy trying to utilize that negativity to go viral. It's a whole lot of post content creator. It's like after the fact. Like how you always coming in after the fact. Everybody just seems like they just want to monetize off a lot of things that's basically just traumatizing and and a hindrance to black folks. And then nobody, it didn't want to call somebody else like a culture vulture or whatever the case may be. It's crazy. It's crazy. Nobody said, "Hey, let's help these kids. Hey, let's try to prevent this thing." You know, and those ones that basically do try to prevent or do have those particular outlets, they get shunned. They get pushed back to they get pushed to the back of the algorithm. You see 15 fights before you see a Stop the Violence clip. You see more drama and more individuals going back and forth with each other over something that's like senseless and nonsense before you see somebody going back and forth in regards to something positive. You can see all this stuff going on in regards to negativity. So when they do bring up something in regards to somebody else dying or somebody, y'all desensitized to it. You desensitized to it. You like, oh well, it's just another scroll by. Oh, another black kid got hung again. Oh man, another black kid alive suspiciously. Nobody knows what's going on. You know how many cases is going on where people don't know how their family died, and it's because they didn't have any money to pursue the case, or you know what I mean. They wasn't financially stable to pursue it. They couldn't pursue it. So it got swept under the rug. Do you know how many people got swept under the rug because they wasn't financially able to defend themselves or to look or search for answers? They just had to take whatever was given. And then had to try to go to the legislation in which they never voted for, in which they don't even know, in which don't even, in their eyes, don't even work. Now they try to go to these people and so on and so forth. And again, it's going to take some type of financial backing for them to obtain this particular opportunity or this particular look. Because they so overwhelmed with cases. They so overwhelmed with these cases of people that just basically been dealing or have been dealing with some type of unjust activity in regards to the judicial system to the point where it's ridiculous. So, you know, we could promote a lot of other stuff. Yeah, we happy we got billionaires. Yeah, we go to concerts and this, that, and the third. But yet and still the judicial system is messed up. It don't make a difference how high you get on that ladder. If you get into that judicial system, they can run the railroad on you. You ain't no bigger or no, I mean, you may be, the only thing that is that you could last longer. And you paying them anyway. They gonna get paid regardless. So we gotta start having these home cooked meals, man. We gotta stop looking for this instant gratification. We gotta be able to sit down and clarify and clear our heads and get together and sit down at the table and eat eat with each other. Learn how to eat together. That's the only way it's gonna work. We gotta learn how to sit down at the table and eat together. Everybody had their own plate. We gotta learn how to put food on the table for everybody to eat and allow people to come to the table and eat. We gotta allow individuals to come to the table and start preparing the table for individuals, our own table for individuals to come sit down and have a plate and have something to eat. We gotta have a home of our own. And that's just the way it is. That's all I'm saying. We gotta have a home of our own. We gotta stop looking to be renting from these other individuals because they slumlords. They slumlords and they abusers at the end of the day. So let's start making sure that we have something for our, you know what I'm saying, a home where we can all sit down and have a home cooked meal. And stop looking for this instant gratification. A lot of y'all running out here, you know what I'm saying, running out here to these restaurants, and y'all don't know what's going on out there. Get yourselves a home cooked meal instead of trying to run out to these restaurants that y'all don't know nothing about. Y'all trying to run to all these expensive restaurants. Y'all want to go to Roof Chris and all this other stuff. And then wonder why, you know what I'm saying, your life messed up. So go sit down and have a home cooked meal first. Then you'll be able to enjoy the Roof Chris a little more. You'll be able to enjoy the expensive, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to enjoy the luxuries of having luxury once you realize what a luxury actually really is. And you won't, you know what I mean? It'll be an experience instead of, you know what I'm saying, a goal. You won't think you above nobody. You just know it's experience at the end of the day. Gotta stop chasing stuff. You gotta start taking it back to the roots. A lot of y'all we need to start taking it back to the 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? That's the type of time we gotta be on. It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? You gotta start allowing individuals, you know what I mean, we gotta start being able to communicate amongst each other, man. It takes a village to raise a child, man. And we don't have no more villages. We ain't trying to come together. We ain't trying to communicate on nothing nowadays. It's nasty work. No, so let's start making sure, you know what I'm saying, we sit down and we cook these meals. We show them what the ingredients is, man. Learn how to cook, man. A lot of y'all don't know how to cook. They're always y'all microwave mealing it. And what I mean by microwave mealing it, y'all just throwing whatever come at y'all, I mean, to whatever, I mean, whatever's quick and easy. Y'all take whatever's quick and easy. Quick and easy is not always a good thing. Like all money ain't good money. Money's not everything as well. So stop doing that as well. Money is not everything. Stop thinking that money is everything, because if you thinking money is everything, money gonna solve all your problems. You are highly mistaken. It's not. And all of y'all chasing peace, trying to find peace. You don't chase and you don't find peace. You choose peace. Peace is something that you choose to have. Love and aspirations and manifestations, that's something that you choose to have. That's not something that you question. It's just something you just choose to do. So I extend my arm out to you individuals to let y'all know, listen, we got to start having these home-cooked meals again. We got to start sitting down at the table, and we got to be able to have a table, whereas if we got food on it, whereas if individuals come and sit down and have a home-cooked meal, man. Talk about it. We all different. We all got issues. We all got things that we all got place. Let's not look at other individuals as something different. Respect their individuality. Respect where individuals coming from. Respect the individual's trauma. If an individual didn't deal with certain traumas that you had to deal with, respect that, but know that they had to deal with some type of trauma. Learn from each other. We don't sit down at the table long enough to learn from each other. We want to compete with each other and see who went through the most struggle and make it seem like the one who quote unquote struggled the most according to society has to level up in regards to how they should be respected or how there's certain entitlement. Not knowing, you never knew what that, you know what I mean? Just be, okay, yeah, you suffer whatever you suffer from the hood. How you know they didn't suffer nothing when they had to live in that particular situation of being in that type of lifestyle? They probably had to deal with a certain type of racism. You never knew what they had to deal with. You never know what a person's path is, so I don't think you should speak on it. If you don't walk, you know what I mean, you don't walk on somebody's path, don't speak. I mean, you don't walk in nobody's shoes, so don't speak on their path. That's how I feel. You do not walk in anybody else's shoes, so you can't speak on their path. So leave their path as their path and respect it as that. Don't feel like, oh, it's my path. I mean, my path is the only path. No. My path was harder than your path. No, my path was my path. Your path was your path. Let's see what we can do in regards to, you know what I'm saying, how we can help each other navigate through our paths together. Outside of whatever traumas we went through, let's see if we can help each other overcome these particular traumas or overcome these particular trials and tribulations. I don't want to sit here and harp on my trials and tribulations. I want to overcome trials and tribulations. So at no point am I going to sit here and just continue to glorify or speak on these particular trials and tribulations and not be willing to address them. So again, like I said, we gotta start coming back home and have that home cooked meal. You know, sometimes you gotta sit down at that table. And again, we gotta start looking to see whether or not and how we can provide that table for individuals to come back home and get a home cooked meal. come somewhere where they can sit down and express their feelings and get off their aggressions or whatever the case may be. And let's start trying to help prevent these particular situations. Whereas if we ain't got to be worried about our kids coming home because the police is going to harass them, because the police ain't even in our neighborhood, because there's no need for the police to be in our neighborhood. At that point, we could dictate certain things. If we ain't got no crime in our neighborhood, ain't no need for the police to be stopping or harassing nobody. You feel me? Ain't no need for them to be pulling nobody over, questioning them. If we ain't got no reports of drugs or anything of that nature, there's nothing, no suspicious activity going on in the neighborhood. There's no need for you to be in the neighborhood. You can patrol the neighborhood, that's your job. But as far as stopping and dealing with other people, you shouldn't have no need to do all that because there's nothing not like that going on in our neighborhoods. We are the ones that dictate what goes on in our neighborhoods. So therefore, that dictates whether or not the police will be there. We always say, well, the police don't be in the white neighborhoods because the white neighborhoods don't conduct themselves the way that we do. Maybe if we conducted ourselves in a different way, we can demand, or we could basically have the police in and out of our neighborhoods as we choose to, just like the white people. Simple as that. If there's no need, I mean, like I said, if there's no need, then what's the point? If little Pookie and Ray Ray and them not shooting each other and they building up buildings, the most they're gonna come through with is I'd rather them come through with building inspectors than the police. Be arguing over building permits or arguing over blueprints or something of that nature. I'd rather going back and forth and having a competition as to who could build more homes or who could rehab more homes in my neighborhood. That's a beef I want to see. That's an altercation I would love to see encounter. Where these young boys get together and say our corporation is better than your corporation. We could build and rehab houses better and faster than you with better quality. Yeah, that's something that I would enjoy to see. I would love to see that. I would love to see young individuals going out here and advancing themselves in these technical fields where they got, flying drones in these vacant lots or whatever the case may be. They utilize these vacant lots to have drone classes in regards to showing kids how to fly drones. Yeah, I would love to see things of that nature. I would love to see some of these buildings be turned into computer centers where individuals can learn how to program and run programs for the neighborhoods and help the elderly and help the elderly with their Medicare and things like that. I would love to see that type of thing. For all these individuals, all these kids trying to get into the medical field, I would love to see them, volunteer in some of these assisted living homes and a lot of these apartment complexes that house a lot of these elderly people that don't have nobody with them. And they can volunteer and help them get their food and help them get their groceries and so on and so forth, while also learning how to take care of people, while also obtaining the education while dealing with it hands-on. While seeing it, right there. While having the one of the best experience or one of the best teachers experience. So again, like I said, we got to come out here and we got to be looking to get these home cooked meals back, man. We really got to come out here and start to get these home cooked meals back, man. For real, we need these home cooked meals. You know what I mean? We got to stop looking for this microwave. You know what I mean? We got to start hitting the stovetop. You feel me? So we currently at the halfway mark of this particular live, man. So y'all know what we got to do. We got to give our shots out. Y'all already know what we do. Shots out.
Hey everybody, we're out here at Libby's Lemonade Stand, and let me tell you, this is the best lemonade in the world. Fresh squeezed every morning, a touch of sweetness, and a whole lot of sunshine in every glass. Watch this, golden sunshine right in a cup.
Mmm, so good.
Told you.
It's the best.
It's the best lemonade in the world. Libby's Lemonade Stand. If you need to obtain yourself some Libby's Lemonade, you go to www.libbyslemonadestand.com, or you can go at Libby's Lemonade Stand on Instagram. You can join the text group and get all the latest information on how to obtain the best lemonade in the world with Libby's Lemonade Stand.
Time to tell them to like and subscribe.
Roll it out, pal.
It's stuck.
I'll give it a yank.
Folks, you heard it. Like and subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Blaisdell716. That is the premise.
Shouts out to Blaisdell716 at youtube.com. You can also scan the QRL code located right there in the corner of the screen, or you can go to www.youtube.com/Blaisdell716. That will also get you to the page. It'll be greatly appreciated if you like and subscribe to the channel. Once again, we're trying to bring everything local and make it global. So if you can, it will be greatly appreciated if you go over to the channel and like and subscribe. The more you like and subscribe to the channel, the better my chances are of entering inside of the algorithm to make, you know what I'm saying, a little more difference in regards to the 716. Also,
long day. Everything's heavy, man.
Hey, need a little pick-me-up?
Huh?
Fresh cookie from Bully Bites. It's warm. Check out prettybully.com.
For me?
All yours.
Smells amazing.
Your day just got better.
Sure did. Thanks. Bully Bites
are the best bites. If you don't know, you know now. Shouts out to Pretty Bully. If you need to obtain yourself some some Bully Bites, you go at Pretty Bully at PrettyBully.com. You get yourself some wraps and some snacks. You could definitely get yourself some wraps and some snacks. Or you go to you can also go to I Am Pretty Bully on Facebook as well. Go to I Am Pretty Bully on Facebook as well. You can also get yourself some wraps and some snacks over there as well. See, she got some new visuals that's about to come out, so y'all definitely gonna want to tap in with that. Definitely gonna want to tap in with that. Also,
just say no to mid-grade weed.
Mm-hmm. We don't do that out here.
At the Lake House, it's all top shelf.
Smoke as smooth as
and
the
twice
water.
as sparkly.
Lake House, where the smoke is top shelf.
Cheers to that.
Shouts out to the Lake House, the Real Lake House, at the Real Lake House on Instagram. If y'all need to stay away from the mids where we just say no to mids, holla at the Lake House, at the Real Lake House on Instagram. Hit them in the DMs. You'll be able to get the latest flavors and say no to mids. Lake House, where we just say no to mids. For sure. Also, also this October 28th. Hold on, matter of fact, wait a minute, y'all. Let me get it together real quick. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, here we go. Bam. All right, y'all. Screen share real quick. All right, y'all. Here we go. We got Buffalo Art House Project, Gamiris After Dark, Beyond the Veil, Full Moon Friday, August 28th at 8 p.m. till midnight. We will have a beat battle taking place. at this particular event. Shouts out to the beats in the building. We're going to have the one and only Tamron Ditto, and we're going to have the blessed one from the Dirty Waters of Niagara Falls, Blessed 3K. It's going down. The rematch is going down. You know what I'm saying? If y'all didn't see the first battle, y'all definitely gonna have to tap into this battle. They're gonna have live R&B. The beat battle gonna be at the joint. They're gonna have some hip hop. They're gonna have some dancers, body painting, psychics, and much more. Shots out. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be going down, man. You know what I'm saying? Just showing some diversity, showing some love to the community, man. Make sure y'all tap in, get y'all tickets, www.ticketsource.com. Yamiris, definitely tap in. Tickets are available now. Y'all definitely gonna want to get y'all tickets. Y'all definitely gonna want to check out this battle. Battle's definitely gonna be dope. Shouts out to them too. I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to see this joint go down. This has basically been a long time coming. So, yeah, I definitely want to see them two go back and forth in regards to getting this out the way. They got to get this one out. They got to settle this. This has to be settled, ladies and gentlemen. They have a issue that needs to be addressed. There will be an issue that will be addressed this 28th of August. So definitely tap in, definitely tune in, man. It's definitely going to be a movie. I definitely can attest to that. So, with that being said, let's get back to it, man, in regards to microwave meals and having a home cooked meal. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to start feeding. We got to start feeding the right material into our children and into ourselves, man. We got to stop coming off with this fast food, these quick answers, these quick results, these cliche answers, these cliche ways of life, these, quote unquote quick narratives to follow and so forth. It is what it is. Just handle it, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Toughen up. It's other things we're gonna have to start addressing. In other ways, we're gonna have to start addressing these issues if we really want to be effective in helping our children as well as helping ourselves in regards to really obtaining some type of equality or just basically just having our own. I'm in a space where, I'm not really looking for equality. I'm not really looking for, looking to be a part of a particular system. I just want, for us to have and maintain our own peace and live amongst ourselves or live whoever we want to live amongst and not have any scrutiny or basically be able to treat each other as human beings. I just honestly feel like, the bad apple, the rotten apple can be taken out of the bunch. Especially if that rotten apple is something that we could pretty much alleviate ourselves from. We have the abilities and the capabilities of alleviating ourselves from these rotten apples. We have our own in-source. We have our own issues in regards to what we do in-house, but that's something we should be able to take care of, and we should be able to handle in-house without anybody else coming in and having to tell us how to handle our house. We got too many people hands in our house. You know what I'm saying? We got too many outside people coming in telling us how we should construct or how our house should be ran. And we looking for too many people outside of our house to help us build our house or help us maintain our house while we build and we basically constructed every house that's in the neighborhood. We built everybody else's houses around us in the neighborhood. We built them mansions and we still trying to get out of a shack. The shack look good. We got a porch in the front porch. We got a couple of things, but what we really initially should be entitled to, we are far from. I don't really find that. I understand that it is progress, but I'm not looking at it as progress that needs to be halted or progress that needs to be, stuck to a point where it's just like, oh no, we just don't have. We could just stop here. No, we just can't stop here. Yeah, we made progress, but that progress is we got a whole lot more to go. We got a whole lot. Yeah, we've made progress, but we still. The progress we've made, as you can see, even though we've made quote unquote some type of progress, we still deal with certain situations to where as if our people are being unalived and it's being swept under the rug. We still dealing with certain situations that our people was dealing with in 1960, 1950. It's 2026, and why is we still dealing with the same issues if we have made so much progress? Why is it that it's 2026 and I'm now instead of this particular situation just being unbroadcast and unseen, now I'm seeing that this young 18-year-old female is being assaulted by the police and nothing is happening. Now you're not pissing down my back and telling me it's raining. Now you just pissing me in my face and telling me take a golden shower. And I'm just supposed to just get up and just get mad and go take a shower and come back like, oh, that's not right. You peed on me. I'm telling you, what you mean? At some point, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. It's right there in your face. An 18-year-old, come on. It's right there in their face. They kneeled on this man's neck till he passed away. They beat Rodney King until he was purple, blue, brown, and green. And the only thing we got of that was, can't we all just get along? You feel me? Like, come on. What's going on here? Like, this is wild. You know what I mean? Like, this is wrong. We can't be out here thinking,
Can't we all just get along?
No, we all can't just get along. It's evident that we all just can't get along. I don't mean to be harsh. I don't mean to say it funny, but
Can't we all just get along?
no. Because if we all could get along, situations as Nolan Wells wouldn't happen. It wouldn't be no discrepancy as to what happened. You're not going to tell me and my homies done went somewhere. We all come back. The homie don't come back, but we got his phone and his car keys. Where homie at? Oh, he's still at the foot of ferry. Y'all left the homie at the foot of ferry? Y'all left your brother at the foot of ferry. Now I come back, that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all brother, he got unalived at the foot of ferry. Y'all don't want no smoke. You don't want no smoke. You ain't up in arms. You ain't marching the street. You ain't, listen, I done ran down on everybody that was at Horn Island. Respectfully, I done ran down on everybody at Horn Island that I knew he was even around. Yo, he was, hold on, matter of fact, we gonna have a whole round table. We getting everybody together. At the police investigation, they was gonna have to be worried about my investigation, because my investigation was gonna be way more treacherous than, you know what I'm saying, some police investigation. You was better off going to the police before I got to you, especially if that was my brother. What? But I'm gonna leave that alone, because you say too much about that, they gonna be hard. Well, you can't squeeze blood out of a rock. I don't know what's going on, but I know it's pretty fishy. It's real suspicious going on. And then, like I said, you know what I mean? And then it was a valid point that the young lady made on the Don Lemon show earlier, too. She was like, we got to be careful, because this could be just a little ploy to get us to go on our uprising thing, so the Orange Man could call for martial law. But I'm just saying, you got to think about it, though. You know, come on, man. Listen, bro.
They want us to do it the way that it was done numerous times in the past, and you know what they did. There was some successful conflicts for us, but in the long run, they massacred us. They took some losses. And
this is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, like, at what point?
Don't be crazy. That's my key thing. That's crazy. Let them do what the fuck they want to do.
I'm just saying, that's what I mean. That's my whole thing. I don't think we really gonna get, like, I don't suggest we go get crazy on them or nothing like that. I mean, but like I said, I just feel like our best bet is to not get crazy. We ain't gotta do none of that. I just feel like we should just. No, I just feel like we should just separate ourselves from them as a whole. Just completely, if you like, it's an abusive relationship. We just need to lead a relationship. I don't feel like what is it that we need from them? Why don't we just create our own government? They had their own government, and they work with however people. You know what I mean, like, y'all, if y'all want to live and deal with them, y'all live and deal with them. If y'all want to come and live and deal under our jurisdiction and how we divvy it up like that. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you want to come over here? You know what I mean, where we're. You know what I mean.
Chaos here is something totally. But then again, your mind, your heart, all your psyche got to be right for it.
I mean, because it's like, I mean, seriously, like, I just really think we should have our own shit, man. We should have our own courts. We should have our own shit. Like, we should be able to police our own self, have our own police, our own judges, all that. We don't know. We don't need to. What the fuck we need to? We have black jurors. We have black jurors. I mean, we have black judges. We got black lawyers. We got everything black. Why we gotta? Why should we have to do? I mean, we got black policemen. We got just black. Period. And the banana biters, they go over there, and if they want to go, you know what I'm saying. The milk and the coffees, if those that don't want their coffee black, they can go hang out with the people that drink, put coffee in their creamer. Just like that. I mean, because at this point, just trying to continue to like stay together and think we're gonna get along, it's just too much. It's too much that's been going on. It's like you can't have. I mean, that's like that wife that's been cheating on ever since she married this nigga, and after a while she's good. I mean, like she either gonna. I mean, and when she unalived this nigga, everybody like, well, what happened, man? Listen, that nigga kept beating her and beating her and beating her, and then when she finally decided to fight back, she went crazy. You feel what I'm saying? It's like once she finally got it together, once she finally broke herself and put herself back together, you know what I'm saying? And got the Nam Ya Red Yo on them motherfuckers, it was over. You feel me? So it's like, no, like I said, we got to go back to getting these home cooked meals, man. We need these home cooked meals, ladies and gentlemen. You got to go back to, what I mean, sitting down, talking, sitting at the table, talking, discussing, being rational, agreeing to disagree, listen to other individuals' point of view. Because at this point, the way we so divided, and the only reason why we want to come together is just for monetization purposes. It's crazy. Like, only reason why individuals is really coming together, and it's sad that these particular situations, and I say it again, these particular situations would have not been a part of the forefront, or individuals would not have been paying attention to these situations if these individuals did not have the money, or certain individuals, or they didn't ring certain bells, like if Ben Crump and Al Sharpton didn't join the force, or certain corporations or NAACP, if they didn't ever pick it up, they would have just been another black couple down in Mississippi whose son was just unalived, and they don't have no answers. Another one, like Khaled. He'd have just been another one. How many another ones is we gonna have before it's like, seriously? Amongst all this, you would think, okay, hey, maybe during these particular cases, or why the situation, or why the country is in such, has so much tension and turmoil, you would think that individuals would be like, yo, maybe we need to like kind of like pipe down, on our aggression, so we don't stir up any more flags, or we don't stir up any more things. No, they just continue to just do more ignorant sugar honey iced tea. I'm really starting to find this really suspicious. I'm really trying to think of whether or not we being baited to just like really react. I'm looking to see if we really are we really being baited as a country, as a culture to really like come back. Because they starting to find crematories and places where individuals was basically, organ donors was pretty much, you know what I'm saying, organs were being taken place and they were still alive. It's an individual right now that they was going to take his organs and find out he wasn't even dead. They pronounced him dead and he wasn't. In the midst of them process of trying to cut him open to get his organs out before they go bad, they realized he was still alive. And he wasn't the only case. But is that making national news? Do I see that on the feed? Hell nah. Why none of that is coming through my feed? I got a feed on it though. Shouts out to Sekou Hayes. Shouts out to Sekou. Purging the bullshit tonight. 9 o'clock. Soon as I'm off, we go purging the bullshit. You best believe you're going to come purging the bullshit. But we got to start making some home-cooked meals, ladies and gentlemen. I say that again. We got to start making some home-cooked meals. We got to start having and stop having a lot of this instant gratification when it comes to things that's necessary and we need in our life. We got to start slow cooking this mental health. We got to start slow cooking this generational wealth, and this financial wealth, this financial literacy, and its independency, and being independent, and being able to work amongst each other. Alleviate the crab in the barrel mentality. Stop allowing certain things to be placed in front of you, and make the right choices. Our decision making needs to change. These are a lot of things that we really have to start changing as a community. People say it all starts in the home. Well, we have to start creating homes, because it's a lot of broken homes. Unfortunately, we can't put those homes back together. But we can't make them a home. We can make everything a home. We could substitute with something outside of something negative, without just tossing them over or giving them up to somebody else. Let's continue. Let's fight for what's ours. Let's fight for our children. Let's fight for our kids. Let's fight for our respect, and let's fight for ourselves. Let's fight to love ourselves, to be able to love ourselves. Let's fight for ourselves at first. Let's have a little self-preservation. Fight to love yourself so we can go out and start loving other people and spread the love. Because at this point, the way the society is going is like we just going to divide and just allow this to be, just a one-off. So I mean, again, we got to start having some home cooked meals. We got to start, having homes. It's a beautiful thing. It's a reason why they got rid of the Cosby Show. It's a reason why they, wanted to, put, stains on these particular names. It's a reason why, a lot of these particular programs are at the forefront of, saying television, and the reason why they have a lot of these particular ratings and they draw you individuals' attention to it. There's a reason why these things are particular, are plastered and pasted in front of you for your quote unquote entertainment. A lot of you individuals need to look up the word entertainment and what the word entertainment actually really means and what it's utilized for. Hold on, matter of fact, let me see here. I'm feeling kind of. Entertainment is an activity designed to hold an audience's attention, provide pleasure, or give amusement. For your entertainment. They utilize this and they tell you that this is for your entertainment. An activity designed to hold an audience's attention, provide pleasure, or give amusement. So the whole reason why they provide a lot of this stuff is for your amusement and to hold your attention. It's designed to hold your attention. This entertainment, all this entertainment they are providing you with. So instead of using the word entertainment, so we just basically supply it with its definition, which is all of this hold your attention, all this attention that they're holding of yours. Why are they looking to hold so much of your attention with all this entertainment? Why are they looking to hold your attention so much? Why are they always looking to entertain you? Why is that everything that they're looking to do in regards to you and provide you with is in regards to entertainment? Why are they looking to hold your attention so much? Why is your attention so relevant to them? Why is it that they want your attention? When you obtain somebody's attention, you know what I'm saying? When you have someone's attention, there's a lot you can do when you have someone's attention, especially if you're looking to manipulate them. The best way to manipulate them, the first thing you have to do is you have to do what? You have to gain their attention. So the first thing they do is they entertain you individuals. They provide you individuals with a whole bunch of entertainment. A whole lot of entertainment is going on with you individuals. And like I tell you individuals, you're not listening. Entertainment is an activity designed to hold an audience attention, provide pleasure, or give amusement. So now they trying to amuse you while they use you. They're amusing you while they're using you. And then they're just telling you it's entertainment. They're telling you it's entertainment. They have your attention, they're utilizing you, and they're telling you it's entertainment, and you're going for it. It's okay, though. It's all right. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. There's no understanding that, it's all fun and games. We got to start having these home-cooked meals, ladies and gentlemen. We got to start having these sit-downs. We got to start having these uncomfortable conversations at the end of the day. We got to sit down and have these uncomfortable conversations and just address some of the things that we don't feel comfortable with. None of us are comfortable with a lot of the things that we have to deal with. Now we have to encounter and we have to indulge, with in regards to being a part of our culture. We know our culture has a lot of things that need to be worked on. There's a lot of things in our culture that we don't want to address as a culture, period. Unfortunately, until we address those particular things, those things are going to continue to exist because, we the ones that created them, so we are going to be the only ones that can destroy them. We are the only individuals that create these particular narratives. We create our own world. We create our own societies. We are the ones that create our neighborhoods because we are the ones that live in our neighborhoods. The only people participating in whatever is going on in regards to the activities in our neighborhoods is us. It's not a bunch of other people coming in our neighborhoods and performing these particular acts that making our neighborhoods at the way that they are, consider the fact that they are basically predominantly of our particular culture. So let's start with the bull BS right there. Let's stop making it seem like it's other cultures or other nationalities, unaliving our children and calling them ops. It's our children calling other children of the same culture op. I very rarely see it's I mean, don't get me wrong, they have, they got the Chinese and the Russians and all that, they have they back and forth, everybody else have they back and forth, but they more in-house with it, and they got a lot more structure than we do. So I say, I say that to say this, ladies and gentlemen, make sure we have home cooked meals. Let's start to see where we can, start establishing and having home cooked meals for our children, have home cooked meals for ourselves. And what I mean by a home cooked meal is just a place where we can sit down and, really get our thoughts and our minds together and really establish and wonder how we're going to feed ourselves, not just physically, mentally, spiritually, and all of those particular things. There's different ways to feed yourself. There's different ways we do feed ourselves, and we can't just worry about feeding ourselves through the mouths. We have to start feeding our spirits. We got to start feeding our, our moralistic values. We got to start feeding our egos. We got to start feeding our emotions. So therefore, we know how to control and deal with our emotions. We can know and understand and deal with our mind. We can deal with our body. All of this comes from mental health. A lot of our mental health is going to basically be the key thing in regards to our physical health, maintaining our lifestyles, maintaining our peace, being able to choose peace, and being able to actually have some type of progress and have a substantial amount of progress in regards to life and situations, in regards to a lot of the unjust things that's going on in society now. So therefore, we can make things just and just our own self and basically, promote our own people at the end of the day. It's just sad that we look towards other things and we really don't get a lot of results. So since we're not getting no results from other individuals, I really think we should look into ourselves and get the results from ourselves, because we're the only ones that knows the problem. And if we need to solve these problems, I think we're gonna have to look into ourselves to solve these problems. So again, ladies and gentlemen, man, don't cook a microwave meal. Let's get away from these microwave meals, just instant gratification in regards to life. And let's start, taking it to scratch and start building it and knowing how to build it, and, having some integrity and some dignity in what we got going on. So with that being said, my hour is up. Make sure y'all tap into the new network, man. Mugs at dawn on Mondays. Sekou Hayes will be purging the bullshit tonight as well. Shouts out to Shaka Pitts, Shock Value Radio, Spin the Block on Mondays, G6er on Tuesdays and Wednesdays with Fire or Trash and music reviews, where he focused on a lot of individuals from the 716, where you can send in your music and get your music rated from wherever you are, so you can always tap in. If you need to get in contact with any of us in regards to what we got going on with the new network, you can also go to the TNN, the new network, on Facebook. At that particular point is where you can basically get the centralized hub of where we all at. Me, Muggs, Shaka Bits, Renegade Radio, Sekou Hayes, Nice to Beast, Pesci Kruger, everybody that's over there in regards to the new network. If you want to tap in, join in, and get along with the get along gang. I'm saying, with the new network, man, holla at us. We over there, the new network on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Also, man, like and subscribe and follow us over there, because we're looking to basically make that one of the central hubs where we all go live from, so we don't basically have to keep directing individuals to each different channel in regards to when we all go live. We basically trying to build that channel up, get our followers up, so we can all go live from that particular channel as well. So therefore, that'll be pretty much a central location for each one of the lives that basically take place. So if you want to tap into any of the shows that take place in regards to the new network, me, Shaka, Muggs, Spin the Block, G6er. Y'all can all just basically just tap in or tune in from the new network page as well. So it'll be greatly appreciated if y'all go over there, like and follow the page, man. That's the new network, TNN on Facebook, man. So that's about it. And don't forget about August 28th, man. I'm definitely going to continue to plug that, man. August 28th, man. Under the Veil, Friday, plus 3K. Tamron Ditto will definitely be putting on a movie. They will be putting on a show. There's going to be a lot of other things in regards to entertaining yourself that particular night. So y'all definitely going to want to come by the Art House Project and, just join the culture and see some other different facets of life, man. Shouts out. It was a pleasure, y'all. Positive energy always creates elevation. Positive energy always creates elevation, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out of here. Peace.